Right, welcome back to the Western Oval for this second quarter of this clash between Bellpost Hill and Corio, where we see 2-2-14 Bellpost Hill, 1-2-8 Corio.
The big men fly for that guest video. Pye showing his strength there was Josh Verschuinen, and the ball kicked forward for the Hill, but defenders working hard there for the Corio side. Steve Carton is working hard there at the face of the ball. And,
the what?
Oh, well, at the bottom of the pack, I suppose, sounds better, Barry, doesn't it? Anyway, he did well because he's forced the ball up, and now an opportunity here. See Dave Wall working hard. Good defensive football there, Corio. Calvin Keating. Desperation at its best.
Yes, it was. He put his body in there. He did over the other side just a couple of minutes ago too. Right now, ball out of bounce. Boundary umpire to bring the ball back into play. In it comes, over the pack it goes. Tapped down to ground by the Bellpost Hill side. Wall's got a chance. Slips over at the crucial stage though, and allows the Corio backman to bottle this ball up in the forward pocket. The umpire's letting it go at the moment, giving the boys a chance to get it out. Wall now picks it up, over the shoulder he goes, but it's smothered. Over the line it goes, and we'll have another throw in.
I reckon this youngster, David Wall, mate, would be pretty dangerous on a dry day, wouldn't he?
Yes, just wondering whether he's got moulded stops on, because he just can't keep his feet when he gets to the ball.
They tend to do that, though, the players. They just lack a little bit of confidence because it's wet. Their first instinct is to dive on the knees.
That's right. Right, the ball's brought back into play. Batty goes up for Bellpost Hill, but it's Corio at the bottom of the pack. Get a quick kick around the boundary line. Gain about 10 metres. Over it goes, and we'll have another throw in.
Well, early stages of the second quarter. There's only 6 points in it, Baz. Anybody's game of football in the 92 under-18 grand final.
Up they go, over the back of the pack there. A chance for Bellpost Hill in McCorrin, but he couldn't do anything with it. It's kicked towards centre back by the Corio players. Here's a chance now for Jones. Kicks it down towards the pocket. The mark taken down there, played on quickly, chipped across towards the corridor. A chance for Barbaro to run onto the ball. Picks it up nicely. Shrugs one tackle, 50 metres out. Touches the ball on the ground once. Kicks towards a 10-yard square. Goal beats the Corio defenders here, but they soccer it off the ground. It comes out where they've got a chance now to get possession. A short kick out, but coming across there is Charles, is it? He sockets the ball off the ground. McKernan picks it up, kicks out towards a half back line. A race for the ball now. Bellpost Hill, good pick up, handball over the top, but Corio coming through strongly here. Get a kick down towards the centre wing. That was David McKernan, but unable to take the mark was Jones, or was the umpire paid it? Yes, he has. Yes, conditions favour the Brave.
Yes, certainly. A for effort, Barry. Well, we see now the ruckman Ryan Jones, an opportunity to drive Bellpost Hill now into attack. Gore pack of players form. Good unselfish football. Batty punched the ball forward. Comes to where his teammate there in Rudy Holzfielder was well tackled. Lost the footy. And the umpire, I think you'll find, will come in and bounce down. Or should I say, Barry, throw the ball up.
I'm glad you didn't say throw up.
Well, there's been a bit of that happening over the last few weeks too.
Right. Right, from the tap down, it's picked up here for Bellpost Hill by McCorrin. Kicks it around the corner and has found his teammate there in Nathan Lewis.
Well, what can Nathan do, Barry? He's about 35 out. It's a nice kick.
Beautiful kick in the conditions, off the hands of the pack. Oh, here's a chance. Picked up there nicely for the Bellpost Hill side by Rudy Holzfield at the bottom of the pack, and he's put it straight through the centre.
Yeah, great goal.
Yes, it was the initial kick in was quite good, and the Bellpost Hill players brought it to ground, and Holzfield swooped on it and brings up his first 6 points.
Isn't that great to see? A little bit of spirit there between the Bellpost Hill boys. Encouragement. You know, young Holzfield there acknowledging his teammate there in Nathan Lewis for getting the ball up there quickly, and well, that's what it's all about, team footy.
Especially in these conditions.
Certainly is. Who's going to be the best team here today that'll win in these atrocious conditions at the Western Oval.
As rain is falling.
Certainly is, and well, the caravan's leaking a bit too, Barry.
Right, from the centre bounce, up it goes. Picked up here and kicked out for the Bellpost Hill side there by McCorrin. Goes out towards the centre wing. Racing for the ball is Barbaro. Sockers it off the ground. Gains a few metres there. Gives Lewis a chance. He kicks kicks it off the ground further in towards a pocket. Overrun the ball was Ward, but he's back onto it. Or holding onto the Corio player in his back. Surely he's got to get a kick.
Yes, and young Lewis gets up. Sort of can't understand why, but Deary me, he's just about buried the youngster.
Right, the short kick now from the back pocket. Not very good play, but it's come off this time. The mark's been taken by Mark O'Toole. He kicks round towards centre wing. Up they go. Bellpost still in front.
Grab.
Kicks the ball back from whence it come in front, though, O'Toole. Mark O'Toole has taken a mark half-back flank.
Yeah, Mark O'Toole, a likely customer on that left foot. Most O'Tooles are famous for that left foot, Barry. Goes out wide, but oh, what a great grab. Justin Cravens. Geez, a big boy, isn't he?
He is, as he kicks the ball towards centre half forward. Knocked away from Titchik in towards the centre it goes. Socket back off the ground here for Bellpost Hill out into the towards centre wing. Oh, Stewart's across there. Couldn't pick it up. Kicks it off the ground now. Out wide it goes, unfortunately on the full, and the free kick to be taken centre wing for Bellpost.
I won't criticise the youngster because the intention was there. He gained a bit of distance, but unfortunately, boundary line got in the way. Yep.
Oh, shocking kick there by Matichik down towards half forward, trying to kick the ball off the ground was Burgins, but it's picked up here for Corio. They come away from half back down towards centre wing, and McKiernan takes the mark. He plays on quickly down towards the 50-metre line it goes. Slipping out there in front was the Bellpost Hill player. Coming across now was Jones. He loses it. Socket forward for Corio. Racing onto the ball down there for the Bellpost Hill defenders. Bottle it up in the pocket, and we'll have a ball up. Gee,
Yes,
he's a big fella, that number 48.
Looks. This is under 18 football, isn't it, Barry?
He,
Look at him.
he doesn't shave.
Got the beard and all. I tell you what, he's a competitor too, and good work, Adam Martin. But he developed early out there at Bellpost Hill, don't they? Some of these boys.
And they do. Boundary umpire throws the ball in. Up goes Martin again. He's beaten for it, though, by Jason Stewart. Brings the ball to turf. Picked up here by McKernan again, but he's dispossessed. Kicked out of defence for Bellpost Hill out towards centre wing. Racing onto the ball now is Matichik. Picks the ball up. A little grubber kick in towards the centre. Oh, Shepherd in Needham. Well done. Picked up here by Sybil. He's kicked down towards the half-forward line. Up they go. No one can take the mark. Bellpost Hill handball it out. Going through there. Comes back now to Burgeon. He kicks down towards the forward line. A diving attempt to mark down there, but it's bottled up by the Corio player in Carton, and I think we'll have a ball up.
Yes, good desperate footy there from both sides, really, Barry, as they pick themselves off this very, very greasy surface at the Western Oval. Umpire Hillgrove throws the ball in the air. Bellpost Hill 3-2-20, leading Corio 1-2-8. And we've been going about 8.5 minutes of this second term. Oh, Nathan Lewis has nearly pulled down the mark of the year. But play on, he was called. Gee, it should have been A for effort, Barry.
I think that one should have been paid, Ron, but still it wasn't. Socket off the ground by the defenders. Here's a chance for Bellpost Hill. They picked the ball up. A high kick by Holsfield. It's swung around. I think it's gone through, and it's his second goal for the Bellpost Hill side here this morning, and a good goal there to Rudy Holsfield.
Yes, Rudy, well, it's his second, Barry, I would suggest, and Rudy looks rather dangerous, doesn't he?
He does.
Good football from the Hill, and they're now starting to assert their authority on the grand final for the 1992 season. Bellpost Hill 4-2-26, leading Corio 1-2-8 on the guest video scoreboard. Hope you're enjoying the call.
Right now, waiting for the ball to come back to the centre and to the umpire. I'll throw it up in this, well, what would you call that centre?
Quagmire.
Well, it reminds me of a cow yard after a mob of cows had just been in for milking.
You're an old cocky, Barry.
Way back, boy, way back.
Way back, actually, my uncle used to have a dog called Way Back.
I tell you what, that's the name of a football club too over at Port Lincoln.
Good on you, Annie. There's a story, there's a reason for everything, isn't there?
There is. From the centre we see it driven forward for Corio by Motserts, down towards half forward. Going across there strongly though is Stephen Beckley for the Bellpost Hill side. Takes it across the line, over it goes, out of bounds, and we'll have a throw in.
Yes, Barry, well, the ball isn't that outer side of Western Oval. We see the big fella Martin in front. He did well too, got the ball down. Could have been a high tackle there on his little teammate.
Yeah,
and I think you'll find that the umpire has penalised the Corio boy and Noel Cousins. And it looks like little Bartolo again with the foot. He punts it up to centre wing.
Right, it's Socket further forward for the Bellpost Hill side. Oh, good pick up over there, but unfortunately he got too high on the Corio player, and the free kick to be taken for Corio over there on centre wing. They drove the ball down to half.
Too,
he
Barry.
was down to half forward. The mark spilt there by Big Stewart. He's in after it again. Overruns it this time. Tapped away there for Bellpost Hill by Cravens. Race for the ball in the centre now. Oh, good grab here for the Corio side. A long kick down towards a 10-yard square. Slipping and sliding down there is two players for the Bellpost Hill side. rush it through for 1 point, and the player there was Stephen Beckley, did the right thing.
Good, desperate footy in desperate conditions here this afternoon. I should keep saying that, Barry.
It's only
this
morning, Ron. I know you
right.
don't like getting up early of a morning, but, you know.
Well, the Belpost Hill fullback now. He elects to come to the members' side of the ground there. He was looking for his teammate in number 11, Barbaro, and he knocked the ball forward too. That was good footy, as we see Bartolo, yes, working hard again. And, gee, that number 9 and number 11 for the Hill, two very good little footballers. Good team spirit there shown by the skipper too, in Mick Matijic.
Right from the boundary line, throw in the players full on top of the ball. Big Martin's in there for Belpost Hill. It's kicked out towards half forward. Belpost Hill pick it up now. In defence, they go a short kick towards the centre. A race for the ball. Oh, Corio slip over in the muddy centre. The ball's bogged at the moment. Good handball, gets it out now. A chance for Belpost Hill through Sybil. Gets it down to his teammate there in Lewis. Lewis's kick out, but the umpire's... he didn't pay the free kick. I thought he was going in to pay it, but he hasn't. Gives Corio a chance. Good pick up over there for them by Mick O'Toole. Gets it down to centre wing, between centre wing, half forward flank. Over the line it goes, and we'll have a throw in.
Certainly, Barry, we're middle stages of the second quarter here in the 92 under-18 grand final. We see Big Martin again do well for his side, get it down to the bottom of the pack. There, working hard was Bartolo. Now, a lot of players around the ball. Makes it pretty tough for all of them. As we see there, McCronin works hard, got it to where Martin now slaps it onto his left foot, goes to centre half forward. Coming out strongly there was Burgeon. Good footy to Matijic, who punts up there quickly to the teeth of goal.
Oh,
good desperate football, yes. And Gunnardin was a bit stiff there not to have the ball, or the mark paid at least, Barry. He butters up, but Lewis stole it, shoots it, goal. Nathan Lewis, great football from the youngster, pops through another handy goal for the Belpost Hill side.
Yes, very unlucky there was a Corio defender in Gunnardin. I thought the mark should have been paid, but it wasn't, and unfortunately for Corio they paid the big dividend of 6 points.
They certainly have, Barry, and well, that just enhances the guest video scoreboard, especially if you're a Belpost Hill supporter, and they'd be a little bit more comfortable now, Barry, because they're starting to stretch away.
Yes, and in these conditions, you know, a 3-goal lead is insurmountable, I believe.
It certainly is. Umpire Hillgrove throws it back in the air. Both ruckmen worked hard there, and no one got a decisive tap. Comes to ground. There we see it. The scoreboard 5-2-32. Corio 1-3-9. Ball at half forward. Stewart works hard. Kicks it off the carpet. Now for the little players. The race is on. Good desperate football both from O'Toole and also Matthew Lewis, number 2 for the Hill. Works hard. Good support there likewise. I think that was Sybil chipping in. But the boundary line beats all players. No, it wasn't. It was number 8, Brad Martin. Wonder if he's a relation to number 48, Adam.
It's a wonder you mucked that up, Ron, that number 8, Guernsey.
Oh, it's a bit wet, Barry, but anyway, there he is. Big Adam Martin punts it onto his left foot. Up there, good football to half forward, and that was Holdsfield. Chips it around the corner to centre half forward, but I think you'll find there's been a free kick.
I think he's paid the mark, Ron. No, it is a free kick. He didn't. I thought
Belpost
still were going to take
it.
It
is wet, but...
Right, anyway, from centre half back, it's kicked down towards centre wing. The ball hits a turf. Going in there for Belpost Hill side is McCorrin, but he can't get it. Barbaro picks the ball up now. Bartolo it is. Kicks down towards the forward pocket. A race for the ball down there, but it beats the players across the line, out of bounds, and we'll have a throw in.
Yes, a little bit of fizz has just gone out of it now. About probably, 12 minutes have gone, I think, Barry, of the second quarter. And... well, there's now something like 23 points margin, Belpost Hill favour. Ball back into play. Corio work hard there in defence. Kick it off the carpet. As we see young Ricky O'Toole work hard also. Control it well, but the boundary line beat him, and we'll have another throw in.
Right, the boundary umpire with the ball now brings it back into play. Bit of jostling in the ruck there. Up they go over the back of the pack. It comes a chance here for the Corio players, but they slip over, and the umpires call for it, and we'll ball it up. Going in strongly there for Corio was Steve Carton. Up in the air she goes. Stewart knocks it towards the boundary line. Leading in the race for the ball is Ricky O'Toole, overruns it, but the ball goes across the line now, out of bounds, and we'll have a throw-in. Going in strongly there was Sybil.
Sybil, and a good clash of bodies there with Mark O'Toole, the number 10 Guernsey for the Red and Whites. The Devils, as we see the ball back into play, the Hill now working hard. Could have been an infringement there, and I think you'll find that the umpire has paid it. Rudy Holtzfield gets the free kick.
Drives it down towards the 10-yard square. Good position made down there for Bell Post Hill, and accepting the mark down there, not far out, is Michael Scholler, and he'll go back now and line these up and try and kick his first goal for the morning.
Skipper giving him some instructions there too. Kick the goal, son. That's what he's saying, and I think that's what he'll do, Barry. Well, he'll just have to concentrate. Ball will be heavy and a little slippery. Let's see what he can do, the big fella. The drop punt from Scholar, I think you'll find it's just slid off the side of the boot, Barry. You should have just wiped that ball a little more and just cleaned the toe of the boot.
You make a good coach, Ron.
Oh, funny you said that, Barry. I've been there, done that.
And a little bit of disturbance. The boundary umpire brings the book out.
Here's disappointing.
And a free kick has been paid down there, unfortunately, and the Corio player been spoken to by the boundary umpire.
Here's disappointing, and just Mark O'Toole is losing his concentration.
I tell you what, he's your mate Sybil. It's the second one he's been involved in.
Yes, and well, when you've got the ability of this bloke, mate, that's probably the reason why he would get a little attention, I would suggest.
And it looks as though a 50-metre penalty to boot.
Well, Sybil's got a real opportunity of getting his name in the paper. Let's hope they've got plenty of room.
Well, he's got it in twice already, I'd say.
Oh, Barry. What are you suggesting, Barry?
Well, there's been two reports and he's copped them both.
You're very sharp today, Barry.
One of us has got to.
Yeah, good on you, mate. Well, he's got to fall over here. Point blank range. Sybil now comes in, the drop punt, splits the woodwork here at the Western Oval. A very handy sixth goal for the Bell Post Hill side in the 1992 Under-18 Grand Final.
Yes, very bad play there by Corio, unfortunately. They can't afford to give goals away in grand finals like that, but going to make it very hard for them now to get back into this game. 6-3-39 Bell Post Hill, Corio 1-3-9, and that's brought to you on the Guest Video Production scoreboard.
Okay, Barry, well, Bell Post Hill looking rather comfortable at the minute, as a good shot there of the
dark skies.
Dark skies, yes, and it is very dark and gloomy. As we see the ball back to the centre, no one gets a decisive tap. Dave Wall comes in strongly there for the Hill. No one can get the ball out of that little mud pie patch. That was nice of Dave Wall there to wipe the ball for the umpire, wasn't it?
It was. Might be looking for a free kick. Up they go. It's tapped down. Walls at the bottom of the pack again. Gets it out, but is picked up here for Corio and kicked out of defence by Rissinger. Out wide towards the centre wing it goes. A race for the ball now. Socket off the ground for Bell Post Hill. They gain a few metres. Tap the ball further forward, but it's Bell Post Hill picking it up through Holsfield. He's kicked down towards the forward line. Socket off the ground by the defenders there for Corio. Socket in towards the centre now by Bell Post Hill. It's picked up there and getting a quick kick was Lewis. Down towards half forward. O'Toole couldn't take it for Corio. Slipping in there now for the Corio side is Darren Bennett. But his kick has been marked for Corio. They play on, foolish play, but he's good enough to get away here. The Corio player kicked the ball down to half forward, and it's picked up over there in defence by Cravens.
Yes, good work too, and I noticed big Adam Martin doing some heavy work also, some good pressure football from the big ruckman, as we see that I think you'll find the ball has been kicked over the line on the full, and the penalty free kick to be taken by the Bell Post Hill side.
Right now over on the far side of the ground, Bell Post Hill to go into attack now. The drop punt hugging the boundary line. It's down into the pocket it goes. Brought to turf. Big Martin's in there over the top of the ball. It gets it out where we see Corio get it out wide. Picked up here by Matichik. He's kicking towards a pocket. Big Martin's there again. Gets it, taps it forward to a teammate, but the umpire's found something there, and the free kick is to go to. No, he's going to ball it up.
Yes, Jeff Twitt, the umpire, throws it in the air. Oh, Adam Martin, good work, thumps it down, but it's well sharked there by Rissinger, who slapped the ball onto his left foot rather smartly. Good pressure from the hill, and I think the ball's gone over the line and out of bounds, Barry.
Correct.
Yeah, the accurate one has done it again.
Well, when it's on the bike track, I guess it is out of bounds, isn't it?
Oh, Barry, you should have been on the stage.
Anyway, handballed out from half-back by the Corio players here, but it's picked up and kicked forward for Bellpost Hill. Big Stewart's in there, gets a kick back to half-back, but it's all Bellpost Hill there, slipping over at the crucial stage. Was a player there, I just can't pick him up, but in there for Corio now, it's Bennett, but it's kicked forward close to the boundary line on the full, and the free kick to be taken in defence now for Corio.
Yeah, Brad Martin is doing some good work too there for the Hill, and well, Adam Martin on screen. Wonder if they're brothers, mate.
I don't know, Siren.
Yes, first half of football here in the 92 under-18 grand final. Bellpost Hill boys all jog back to the centre, and that's a sign of confidence, Barry.
Yes, well, they should be confident. We're on there well in front at half-time. There we are, 6-3-39. Bellpost Hill, Corio 1-3-9, and that's proudly brought to you by Guest Video Productions.
Yes. Sorry, Barry?
I was just going to say, probably better players as Matichik for the Bellpost Hill side's done quite well. John Bartolo's done well. Sybil, Holsfield, McGorran and Cravens for the Corio side. Jason Stewart, Mick O'Toole. Mark O'Toole played quite well that quarter. Mozart's done his little bit, and probably David McKernan has also tried very hard.
Yes, and just goal kickers, Barry, first of all for the Bellpost Hill side. There's 6 goals to half-time. Michael Batty with 2, Mick Matijic with 1, David Wall with 1, and Sybil with 1, Holdsfield with 2. For the Corio side, their sole goal kicker, I think you'll find, was Jason Stewart.
There we are, the West Coast, I just lost it, West Coast Junior Football League Grand Final, Bellpost Hill and Corio, half-time. We'll take a short break and be back very shortly for the third quarter.
That third and vital quarter of football, Barry.